Okay guys, we're back inside of Helldivers, and today we're going to be talking patch. There seems to be a major build that's in the works, and we know roughly when it is that it's going to be dropping, based on everything going on in the Discord right now. Spitz has been chatty. We've also had a bit of stuff coming from Twinbeard as well, also been pretty chatty, and you guys have come up with some incredible ideas on the game inside of the Reddit, so we're going to cover over those today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It would be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the #1 platform for all of your favorite games for Steam, Origin, Battle.net, Uplay, and indie games up to 70% off. They're completely digital games with instant delivery 24/7. Don't panic, it's completely safe and legal, as they bulk purchase from the developers and sell to you guys at a cheaper price. It's really simple, so what are you waiting for? Head down to the description right now and click on Instant Gaming. Get your games a little bit cheaper today. Nonetheless, so we have got some stuff to go over with some interesting features, to say the least. One of which is the major order to start with, and the fact that you guys can actually use some of the stuff in Toll with it now. So if we go over to the Galactic table, we can quite clearly see that the major order right here is to take off Chewie or Penta. And when we go into the main planets, we can see that we've taken Lezath, and what is available is Penta and Short Bay. And what you'll notice is that the Chewie is actually off of the table, so you can't actually use it just yet. It's not liberated. We need to be able to take Menken to get the supply line to get to Chewie, which means that Penta is pretty much going to be the one liberated first. This one is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. If they'd have made it all available at the same time, it'd have made it a fair point, but realistically, with 3,500 people on Menken right now, it's not likely that we're even going to get to Chewie. But irrelevant to it, Penta is currently live, which means that you guys can fight for the rocket launcher. Now, if you want to see if the rocket launcher is worth it, you can actually jump into the game, and it is accessible right now. If we ever get onto Chewie, the landmines are going to be accessible on there, so you know what weapon it is that you are actually fighting for, and you have a bit of time with it to see whether it's worth the fight or not. This one's an interesting one and a very good feat, and the way that they've done it is actually really clever, so I'm kind of glad that they utilized it along that narrative. It's pretty much the same as what they did with the mechs. So if you guys want to be able to use those landmines before they go, then Menken needs to be liberated. But until then, it looks like the rockets are very much going to be the weapon of choice that we get from this major order. Nonetheless, though, we are going to take a look at what's going on with the builds and how this is actually going to operate as far as patches and updates. A lot of people have been complaining that we didn't receive one on Tuesday, and it doesn't seem like we're going to be receiving one at all this weekend, and it's likely to be next Tuesday before we actually get anything come through on the books. A statement from Spitz was actually made right here that states a major build next week has a pretty substantial list of fixes. Not sure if that's one on there, but it may be, where they start talking about the rapid launch system fix and stuff like that. I'm hoping it's more than just the fix. I'm hoping there's a lot more coming in. It's a 2-week period, although it's not a very long time for normal games, and it is actually a short amount of time for normal games. For the guys at Helldivers, they tend to just knock this one out very quickly, and we have a weekly update system at the moment. So with this not happening, it's kind of been a little bit shaken up in the community right now, so I'm hoping this one is worth the wait. But he's essentially saying that this thing is going to be pretty substantial. Now, this is a interesting one as well, because I'm not really too sure what this means, and I need to see if I'm reading this wrong. But when we talk about the stratagems that are available with the major order right now, it seems that a lot of people have had their hands on them, and some people have said that they are trash or this, that, and the other. But apparently they're not the final versions. So it states right here, both stratagems are technically in the game currently, as I'm sure you've seen from leaks, but those are depreciated playtest versions. The final release versions of those stratagems will be live with the major build update early next week. So I'm really intrigued as to what ones we're using right now. I don't actually understand that at all. They're in the game right now. I literally used the rocket launcher earlier. So I'm a little bit confused as to what that means, and whether we've actually even got the actual live release final versions for these now. I don't actually know what's going on with that, but if you guys can give me a bit of insight, that would be incredible. And our final statement is coming from Twinbeard, that talks about the major order currently. Somebody stated that forcing people to choose one or the other will feed into this toxic behaviorism from people that want the mines over the air rockets and vice versa. And I think there is a bit of a narrative to that, but as an overall, I think it's pretty one-sided. So I don't think there's been too much toxicity, just a lot of like debate when it comes to it. It has been a lot of debate on Reddit and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how that one finalizes and pans out when people get what they want and some people don't get what they want. But Twinbeard actually stated that I don't think it will. I think players will find it exciting having to choose. If it does, however, we'll learn from it. Neither of us know what will happen in the future. We do some stuff short term and some long term. If everything was as clear as day, the Galactic War wouldn't be fun now, would it? And he's pretty much nailed that one on the head. He pretty much got that one right. And this is one thing that we've always said that we love about Arrowhead, is that they will trial it, and they will try it, and they will see what happens. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't ever really stem much further than that. So we're kind of hopeful that this one's going to pan out, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, one thing that I do need them to get in the game very soon and trial out is actually a very interesting one, and we're going to jump into that in just a second. But before we do, we are giving away a copy of Helldivers, and the same winner will get $100 in cash transferred over to them as well. We're going to be announcing this tomorrow, so we only have a couple of opportunities left inside of these videos to enter into it, but it's a massive, massive thank you for 100,000 subscribers. So copy of Helldivers 2 for you to use or give to a friend, and $100 to get sent into your account as well. So with that being said, if you want to get involved with it, all you have to do is head down to the comment section and put an Earth emoji for Super Earth. An Earth emoji is all we require, and that will enter you into the giveaway. Then I'll announce it on the community page and on the giveaway Discord channel. Link is in the description. We have over 11,000 Helldives in there right now, and things are spicing up. We've got a lot going on. So yeah, Earth emoji in the comment section, it'll enter you into potentially winning $100 plus the game. So let's dive on into this personal order reward system idea, and this I think is most definitely needed. Now, why is this needed? There is obviously a cap on medals, which is at 250. Some people will not utilize all of their medals, mainly because if you're anything like me, you have bombed through these war bonds pretty damn quickly, and I don't really understand how, but nonetheless, people don't have anything to purchase anymore using these medals. So once you hit 250, every time you complete a operation or a mission, your medals essentially just go through into the stratosphere, into nothing. Well, this right here is a very, very good idea with 5.3 thousand upvotes, so clearly a lot of people agree, but this here is how the personal order reward system should work. If you have a full amount of medals, then you'd obviously get the coinage right here at 2,000, and then if you don't have that, it would transfer to samples, and if you don't have room for all of those samples, then it would transfer through to super credits. This for me is ideal. It's no waste. There's no time wasted. You can still rinse and repeat, still have a reason to play. It's just ideal for me. I think this is an incredible idea, and I think this is something that they definitely should use. Now, what this does mean though is if people don't want to utilize certain things in the war bonds, they can just manipulate this to farm the samples. Just run your medals up to 250 and then let your samples just collect up and collect up and collect up and collect up. There is a bit of a scamming way of doing that one, so I don't know whether they'd implement anything like that, but I would love to see something like that. And we're going to finalize this video on a hilarious clip that I just enjoyed watching bloody tenfold. You can see right here, this is how to deal with people that throw down stratagems at extraction. This is brilliant. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not going to work, because if they're happy to kill themselves inside of the Pelican, then they're not going to give a damn about you shooting them realistically, are they? But look at this right here. It's so damn funny. He spots the stratagem and then coerces him into the Pelican to finalize the mission and get home safe. I absolutely love this. And this had over 11,000 upvotes. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, but the biggest comment on this one was that it is funny and he loves it that you can see them thinking for a second. It's so funny. He should have just dropped it and seen what happened. Realistically, they're going to kill themselves anyway, but yeah. Nonetheless, those stratagem throwdowners at extraction are bloody frustrating, so Anywho, that's unfortunately all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thank you so much again for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later on for an update on the Galactic War system. Thanks again for watching, appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.